March 2026 is a month where new advancements, opportunities, new beginnings, and honestly, new timelines will be available for you, and not even just available for you, but enter your life and your reality. This month is forward moving energy, which I am sure after maybe what seems like a slower start of the year and definitely a little bit of a rough year coming out of 2025, that we are all really excited for. This month has a lot of different astrological transits happening and some new energies coming in that is available for all of us to play with. So I am really, really excited to dive into this energy and to harness this energy. If you are new here, hi, my name is Angela Papa. I'm a transformational coach, mystic guide, and astrologer. And my favorite thing to do and my special gift is really understanding the energies available for us to play with using astrology and just using intuitive guidance and connectiveness to all that is, and then bringing that forward to the collective so you know what is available for you, how to work with it in your best interest to align with your highest timeline. Now, this month is, before I even get into the energy, truly, if you understand how to work with this energy and you stay the course and you take the actions, you will be in a completely different timeline. And not only like the next 6 months will you be in a completely different timeline, but by the end of this month, you will be feeling like you're like living a new life. Okay. This month is rich. This month is potent. And it's starting off strong. We are starting off strong with a lunar eclipse in Virgo on March 3rd. I am recording this on March 4th, so it is after the lunar eclipse, but this energy is still here because eclipse energy is here. It still lingers until the next lunation, so that means we are going to still be in eclipse season for the next 2 weeks. Now, the fact that this month is starting off with this lunar eclipse in Virgo, it is the final shedding, okay? This is the final letting go. We have been shedding, releasing all of 2025, right? 2025 was the year of the snake, okay? I'm sure we felt like we've been going through the cosmic ringer and you've been wrung out and almost like you've let it all out, and now you're trying to figure out who you really are after you've let so much go. We're not done. Well, we're wrapping that up right now with this lunar eclipse in the next 2 weeks. But what wants to come through here is there may be some things that have been made clear to you either within the last couple weeks or maybe just within the last couple days that need to go. And maybe you have been resistant on letting these things go, whether they be patterns, whether they be people, whether they be jobs, whatever it might be. Just ways that you talk to yourself, ways that you relate to yourself, ways that you relate to life. Like it could be a myriad of things. It could be an inner world thing or an outer world thing, or maybe both. But what I'm feeling is this eclipse is here to pluck out the loose ends of what you still haven't fully let go of over the past year of the year of the snake in 2025, and over so far of how far we are in eclipse season up until the 3rd of March. This is the moment to stop white knuckling and let those things go. Even if these things are scary, right? Because whatever is still left to be kind of swept up and moved out, it's probably the stuff that we are resistant of letting go, right? Maybe we don't know who we are if we let this thing go. Maybe we don't know how we're going to go through life if we aren't this type of person, if we let go of this certain identity of ourselves, if we let this habit go, right? How am I going to be me? You know, maybe you have this attachment to this identity, to this thing, to this habit. And you know what it is. As you're listening to this, you know what it is. Whatever uncomfortability may be coming up around finally releasing this thing, give it to God. Give it to the universe. Surrender it. Because the energy of this eclipse is I give up X to receive Y. So in order for you to receive Y, whatever that is, right? This new timeline, this new opportunity, this new way of life, this giant manifestation coming in, it will not come in until you release this thing. And you know what that thing is. So maybe you need to ask yourself, what desire is bigger within me? The desire to start this new way of life, to have this timeline shift, to have this opportunity come in, to have this new beginning come in, or to hold on to this old identity. Even if it's uncomfortable to let it go, isn't my desire for this new way of being, this new way of life, this new beginning, this abundance that wants to come in, isn't the desire for that greater? And you can already feel the energetic difference between the two. One feels old, one feels stale. It might be comfortable, it might be what's known, but it feels limiting. It feels like, honestly, it feels like I'm holding a ball of crap in my hand when I talk about it. But over here, in this other hand, when I talk about what can come in when you let go of this ball of crap, it feels lighter. It feels miraculous. It feels like blessings. It feels like opportunities beyond what your mind can even measure right now. So that is the vibe that we are starting this month off with. It's the final shed. It's the final shed. So take care of yourself. Do what you need to do for you to allow that shed to happen. Be honest with yourself. And know that what is on the other side of that thing finally leaving is so much more beautiful. It's so much greater. So, beginning of the month, we clear the way, right? The final shed, the final clearing. And we allow this blank state to be within ourselves, within our lives, right? We might feel a little curious of what wants to come in after that space that we created. Maybe we feel a little uncomfortable. That's okay. Maybe we don't exactly know who we are yet, because there's that liminal space between letting a version of ourselves go and not fully being who we are, the new version of ourselves yet. And that's okay. To allow yourself to be in that liminal space. That's where the alchemy happens. That's where the magic happens. We don't rush through that moment. We sit in it with openness and curiosity on, okay, well, what wants to come in then? Who am I truly? Who do I get to be in this moment? It's very exciting. And it is in alignment with the spring energy that is coming. We have the spring equinox coming in March, okay? We also have the astrological New Year happening in March, and we also have lots of Aries energy happening, Aries season. We got a lot of planets in Aries. What do all these things mean? New beginnings, fresh starts. whatever seeds that we planted with the winter equinox start to bloom with the spring equinox, right? The blossoming. Look outside. If you've been in the dead of winter and you feel like it's gray and you've had a horrible winter, I've heard it's been really, really shit up north. Maybe you'll start to hear the birds singing in the morning. The sun is going to start to get warmer. The snow is melting and the flowers are blooming. Nature outside is singing. And guess what? Your insides are going to start singing as well. I don't know what I'm saying. Your insides are going to start singing as well because new beginnings, baby. New beginnings are coming. So aren't you happy you let all that shit go in the beginning of the month? Aren't you happy that you created the space? Because if you haven't created the space in the beginning of the month, these beautiful new blossoms that want to blossom in your life won't be able to. They'll be blossoming with dead leaves and dead little blooms. You don't want a dead flower blossoming and blooming in your life. You want a fully fledged, gorgeous, colorful flower to bloom. Okay? So we're going to make sure that gorgeous, colorful flower blooms in your life. Now, equinox, energetic reset, right? Things coming to life again. This is right? The new opportunities that I started off this entire episode with. New opportunities, abundance, successes, timelines, beginnings starting to open, right? Then we got the Astrological New Year. I don't subscribe to the Gregorian New Year that on 1/1 it's a new year, new me. No. Oh my God. Like we're still in the dead of winter in January. We're still like hibernating in January, okay? We're in our cocoon. March, the butterfly emerges from the cocoon with the Astrological New Year. Astrological New Year coincides with the beginning of Aries season. I'm an Aries, so I'm very excited about that. So with the equinox, with the Astrological New Year, with Aries season, what is Aries? If you need to be reminded, Aries is the initiator. Aries is the leader. Aries goes first. Okay? Aries starts. Aries ignites. Aries is fire. Aries gets shit done. Aries will not be told no. Aries is not going to wait for someone to give them permission to do something. Aries is going to go after whatever they want and they're going to take action and they're going to get the goddamn thing done. Okay? That is also the energy that is coming in this month. So, the shedding in the beginning of the month, the liminal, right? You're not exactly sure where you're going yet, but you don't feel the same anymore, and you can kind of see where you're going, but you're not really quite there yet. Then goes into the momentum. Then goes into the forward moving energy. Okay? And then the new. And then the new can start to come in. So what do we do with the momentum and the forward moving energy that is also available to us with all of these fiery things and new beginnings and the Astrological New Year and the equinox? We take action. Yes, we allow our beautiful, colorful flowers to blossom, but the flowers don't blossom unless we water them, right? The flowers don't blossom unless we give them sunlight. That is the action steps, right? That is the action steps. Aligned action, intuitive action. You can't just sit around all day on your couch and expect a new life to come to you. I wish you could. Actually, no, I don't, because what's the fun in that? You need to take action towards what you want. So, you can see where you're going at this point. You can see where you're going. You know why that thing had to leave for this new beginning to enter your life. You can see where you're going. Take action towards it. You don't need to have perfect action. There's no such thing as perfect action. We don't know. We're not going to know the next 20 steps to take, but we might know the next one. We might know the next 2 steps to take, so take those 1-2 steps. I'm thinking about the Sierra song. Oh my God. Take the 1-2 step. Okay, take those first 2 steps. One foot in front of the other. We are not passive. We are not sitting back. We are taking life by the horns and we are taking action towards what we want this March. And from that action, right? Do you feel the fire? Do you feel like the energetic shift and just what I'm talking about now at this part of the month, right? Where this is like the more like middle to end part of the month. The fire, the action, that fire is what is going to initiate new timeline, new beginning. And then so April, we start to see the fruits of our labor start to come in. I mean, you're going to start seeing some fruits of your labor coming in March too, but April's where we're really going to be eating that juicy apple, okay? So shed, forward movement, momentum, action, new beginning. Bing. That is March. Personally, I'm really excited about it. This is the month, like a month like this. There's so much potency in it that when you harness it, which is why I'm creating this video, so you know how to harness it, such beautiful things are waiting for you on the other side. So that is March. She's alchemical. She's fiery. She gets shit done. And she's going to bring you to a brand new timeline if you work with her correctly. You're also going to want to know what house Aries sits in your birth chart, because that's going to also give you some information about where this new timeline wants to be birthed in your life, where these new beginnings, where a lot of this action really wants to be taken in your life. So if you don't know that and you would like to just know more about your birth chart and about your astrology, link to book an astrology reading with me below and in the show notes. If you would like support in the alchemical process and the final shedding, my favorite tool and practice is breathwork, and I do one-on-one breathwork sessions and energy work sessions to help with that alchemical process and the shedding. So also a link below and in the show notes to book that session with me. And let's go make miracles, baby. Like that's what this energy, that's what this month feels like. She feels so good, you know, after leaving the dead of winter and just after an energetically hard 2025 and honestly beginning of 2026 and exiting eclipse season. This feels good. Things will be moving fast with the Aries energy though. Something else with the Aries energy is just notice anger. It's fire, right? So the fire needs an outlet for it to go. So in the higher octave, the fire goes towards creativity, towards action, towards drive, towards determination. But if you don't give that fire the outlet, it's going to look like inflammation. It's going to look like anger issues. It's going to look like outbursts, right? So channel it in the higher frequency way. Check to see where Aries sits in your birth chart so you know exactly where this fire wants to go in your life to really ignite that new beginning. And many blessings. I am really excited. I can't wait to see what this month brings in. Come back and leave a comment or message me on Instagram when you start to see what's happening this month, when you start to harness the energy and work with the energy in this way. I love to hear it. And I will see you on the next episode.